Happy Tuesday! It is another beautiful 50-degree day out today. So, had to make sure I got out for another walk. Yesterday, with it being so nice, I was enjoying my walk so much I actually took 2 laps. By the end of that, my butt was chafing and had started bleeding. So that's not good. So I put some cream on there and then rest. So yeah, that area is still healing. In that respect, abdomen, midline incision still healing also. Been better. At nighttime now, as I'm sleeping and rolling over, I don't feel as much pain. It doesn't happen every time. Before this, like every single time I would roll over during the night, I would wake up and then I would have just pain across the whole abdomen that would last a good minute or two and then go away. And now I only notice it here and there. So that's nice. Yeah, we're healing. It's taking time, but it's still happening, it's still going. But in any case, woke up this morning to some pictures in chat, so that made me happy. Cassie posted a picture of the group of international students that were all at orientation. So it's pretty neat, even that the university did that. They took a picture. But like there had to be a good 100 or so people. I didn't count them, but there was a lot. So that's nice. Nice that there's a big group. And what else? That the laundry area has a change machine. So she was also happy for that. She get her laundry done. And tomorrow she's going to try to get her ARC card, alien registration card. So she wanted to do some laundry, make sure she had whatever she wanted to wear for that. And then Mandy posted a picture of her outfit that she wore to the graduation ceremony. And then she posted a picture of the kids doing their song, and it was so cute. I loved it. It's like all the kiddos did it. The 2 teachers were sitting in the front row facing the stage. Kids were on the stage and they were doing their little song, and they had a little red like bolo hat on. So they had to like put it, take it up and down, and then they were holding it at one point or doing a little motion with it, but otherwise just doing hand motions. But it was very cute. They did a good job. So that was nice. So as I said, it was a busy day for her yesterday. So after that, I guess the morning kids went home. But then she still had her afternoon kids. So she still had a full day of school. In fact, longer, because she had to be there early for the graduation stuff and help set up. And they had some balloons shaped in the form like a daisy. They had 4 of those or something on the front of the stage too, which is very cute. They did a good job. But that's about it. So this morning I spent catching up on on chat stuff. I got my exercising done again today. That felt good. Had my green juice today. Well, a couple different things. First of all, I had a shower and I changed my bag out. And as I'm taking off the bag, I'm seeing red all around the stoma. And I'm like, oh my gosh, am I bleeding? And then it dawned on me, I had beet juice yesterday. And when I have beet juice, then it comes out red. So I didn't notice it in my output, but there's still enough little bit residue along the stoma that it was just like, oof. But at least I remembered what it was. So there, I'm like, okay. So yeah, I changed my bag and then I had breakfast. I'm gonna go at noonish by the time I got. Even though I was up early to chat with the girls and all that, I still got caught up in other things. By the time I'm done my shower and all that, I had breakfast and I had my cucumber juice. And within the hour, man, it ran through me. So I find that interesting that with the carrots that lasts a little bit longer, but the cucumber juice, that's going right through me. So pay attention to that going forward again. I got one more beet juice to try, so I'll pay attention one more time with drinking that and how that goes. Rounded the corner and get to the windy area now. But yeah, that was it. And then Cassie went out yesterday after orientation. She put some pictures in chat of some soup that she had and dumplings. So I asked if she had gone out with Angela, and she said nope, she went out with her roommate and a couple of different people. So again, very nice. She's getting to know people. She likes her roommate, so that's a good thing. And I think that was about it. So good little catch up. Wayne asked last night if I wanted to watch a movie or something, or because yesterday I was just feeling off. And so I was like, well, we could. And then I thought, there's this show that started, I think it's called Only Murders in the Building, with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. And I'd heard about it and stuff and thought, well, love Steve Martin. He's a funny guy. And Martin Short's good and all that too. So it's like, all right, let's see if we can find that, if we have access to that. And we did. We found it. I don't know how many seasons they're on now, but I'm like, okay. And then do we have access to the first season? Because if I'm gonna, want to start watching this, I want to watch it from the beginning and see if we like it or not. And so he did. He found season 1, episode 1, and we like it. It was good. So we watched 4 episodes, and then it was time for bed. It was past bedtime. It was nice he stayed up even that late. So we figured, we'll watch more tonight. We'll keep going. So I thought, it would be okay or whatever, but I'm like, it's good. It's good writing. We're enjoying it. So that's good. So that's what we're going to do again tonight. Good morning. Another day out and about. I'm meeting up with a friend for lunch and thought, well, while I'm going to do that, let's make some other stops. So I stopped at the photo studio here, picked up Mandy's graduation photo that had, ripped when it fell off the wall. We had taken down our photos on the one main wall to put up our Christmas stockings. And then when we went to put the photos back on the wall, Mandy's frame fell and her picture came out and stuff and ended up ripping. And so thank goodness the photo studio that did her photos still had access to it. Brought up all her prints, so I got to go down memory lane and look at all the photos because I was with Mandy when she had them done and walked with her around the city and saw the photos being taken and all that. So it was kind of cute, so going through all that, but luckily they did have her photo and I just got that reprinted. It was ready for pickup. So I want to show you the building though. It's very cute. They have really neat window coverings with cameras on there. It's like very interesting to have that done. I wanted to pull up further so I wasn't in front of the signs, but then again I'm at a different angle. But it's really neat having all the camera. Let's see if I can enlarge it. Having cameras as window coverings. Cool. Alrighty, so there. I went to the taxes company and I dropped off Mom's signed taxes. Got that taken care of. Paid for Cassie's taxes to have those done. So they were done. I paid for them, so that's all taken care of. And then met my friend Donna for lunch. So that was good. I was going to talk a little there, but actually she was there same time. I was messaging the family chat that Cassie's taxes were taken care of, and Donna was right there. So we went in, had a nice lunch, decided on something different. I usually like salads at this place, but I thought, well, I need to make salads at home. And then it's like, I also like to have waffles when I'm out because I don't make waffles at home. But I thought, no, BLT sounded really good. I'm hearing a little tick, tick, tick and seeing wetness on the windshield. It's actually starting to snow. They had snow in the forecast a couple days ago, and then I looked yesterday because, again, with my friend and I going out today, and it's like, okay, was it going to rain? Was it going to be icy? Was it going to snow? And there was no snow in the forecast. And then Wayne came home last night, said something about he thought there was supposed to be snow. Like, still didn't see any. Well, okay, there's little flakes coming down. I don't think they're going to stick, though. I was going to say, that was the other thing that I noticed this morning, was that because of the warm weather we've had and the rain that we've had, like, most of the snow is melted, which is really nice, especially because around one of our areas where the cars park a lot on the curbs, there's a lot of snow because the plows can't get to it and stuff, and then the cars are parked goofy, and all, but all that snow is melted, so parking is normal. That's nice. But anyways, yes, had a wonderful lunch. I went with a BLT sandwich and sweet potato fries, because that was the other thing I was thinking. I'm like, oh, they have really good sweet potato fries. So, and that's good for me. So I had that, something a little different, and then I didn't remember to take a picture until I was halfway through because my phone was in my coat pocket, and we were just chatting away, and food got delivered, and then I was, I started eating and did lots of talking, and then I was like, oh wait, oops, picture. So family got half a picture, which Wayne then messaged, looks like something's missing on this plate. I'm going, yeah, half a sandwich and some fries. Like, at least I remember it. Good food. Good. So now I stopped at Meijer because I also remembered yesterday to put the plastic bags in my car, knowing I was going to be out and about. I'm like, oh, I will stop at Meijer and drop off. I had 9 bags, 9 bags of plastic bags to be recycled. So that's done. So, woo! All right. That's kind of sort of it for errands. I will go home. And I've got Mom's laundry to go drop off by her. And so I will do that. And then give her one of those Chick-fil-A chocolate chip bars that I made and see what she thinks. Had another one last night, and I thought, oh, interesting. I don't taste the peanut butter in there either. I did put it back in the oven for another half an hour, and yeah, it dried it up a little bit. It was starting to get more crunchy, almost a little burned on top, but the bottom part was still not mushy like. That was Wayne said, like a brownie. It looked more like a brownie. That's what he thought I made. I'm like, yeah, it is almost, it's that. It's a very smooth consistency. Like, it tastes good, but it just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't look like a chocolate chip cookie. It doesn't, taste chocolatey. It's okay. Like I said, it's just my expectations were a little different, but we'll see what Mom thinks. Wayne didn't have one either. We'll see if he wants to have one or not. Seeing as he knows it's chickpeas, he might be like, But like I said, I don't know. I think it tastes fine. I'll go home and have one of those. One of those for a little bit of sweetness. But yeah, take one by Mom, and we'll go from there. Happy Saturday! Woo! In the car, half in the sun, half out, the huge. But here we are, Wayne's driving. We're on our way. Already did our grocery shopping. Got that done, and now we're going to go to Racine visit his Aunt Joanne. She keeps asking us to visit, and the girl's gone, and well, I guess Saturdays we have available anyways, but we have weekends available, so we made it work for today. So that is where we are off to. They're kind of cute. This car usually has the Bluetooth connection, so Cassie and Wayne usually hook up their phones, but I'm like, was there a CD player? And Wayne's like, yeah. So we have one CD. So we'll play that on repeat for a little bit. Here's some Korean K-pop for a little bit. But
as opposed to that American K-pop.
Yeah. Anyways, yep, out and about. So the other thing being that, with it being the one CD, Wayne asked me if it was TXT, the group that I really like, and I was like, no, but I recognize the songs. I know Cassie has had this on repeat. But I'm like, I think it's Boy Next Door. And then the one song came on, Earth, Wind, and Fire, that I know. I'm like, it's Boy Next Door. So I tell Cassie, hey, be impressed with me. I'm like, be proud of me that I guess the CD, I guess the band that's on here, because it's not one that I usually listen to. And she's like, I'll be impressed by them when you know the names of their songs. I'm like, oh, come on, girl. I usually can't identify too many of the other bands. I know I've heard the songs, but to actually know which band is singing it. So I'm still proud of myself. All right, end of the day. So we ended up having a very nice visit with Aunt Joanne. Had lunch over there. Wayne's mom joined us also, which was very nice. So Joanne made us some turkey sandwiches, and we had some Jell-O and some chips. So very delicious. That was good. Had some good conversation, and yeah, got a little tour of her house. It's around the main floor and all that. And they happen to have, she happened to have a Racine the Wind Point Lighthouse picture. So that was very neat. I kind of like that, and mentioned that. It was like, oh, the Racine Lighthouse, yay, and Wayne said, yeah, we just toured that, and I climbed to the top, even though I was afraid and stuff, and all that. And she's like, well, do you want it? And I'm like, well, it's very nice, but it's whatever. And she's just like, no, you can have it. So I'm trying to get rid of stuff in my house. She's getting on the older side. She's turning 90 this year. So she's at that point where she wants to give all her stuff away. You know, at Christmas time she asked us about a nativity set that I think that her husband made or something, so I have to clarify. So first of all, no, not right now, I don't need it, but we'll see you this year come Christmas, how things go and all that. But we ended up hanging it right there by Wayne's desk. Different picture I had up there, which I'm like, I didn't really care for that. That had to do with, it was like a map of a gaming world that the girls and Wayne were kind of into, but I'm like, well, we're not really playing that anymore, doing whatever. And I'm like, and I like the lighthouse, so it goes with the other lighthouses I have on the wall. And yeah, so that was very nice. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. And then there was also a big family photo that I guess she had taken. As Wayne said, he didn't know the story behind that, that when she got her first like full-time job, she had paid for the family to go and have this family portrait taken. So I think Wayne said that his dad was 11 years old. I think Joanne probably said no. Wayne found the year on the picture. That's how he knew. He said his dad was about 11 years old in this picture. So that was kind of neat. So Joanne was excited too. She goes, you know, I just mentioned I like that photo, and she goes, well, do you want that too? You can. I'm like, no, that's okay. You know, I'm like, you got to find pictures to fill the wall. She goes, I've got plenty of pictures. Like, but that's awesome. If you want that, you can have that. You can. So she said, I want to know where you put it and stuff. And I'm like, well, I do have a wall of pictures upstairs. And that's kind of my family picture wall of weddings, basically like my parents' weddings, and then my mom's sisters and brother, like all their weddings, and then Wayne's parents are there, and my dad's parents. And so now we have the big family photo hanging there too. So it just joins the other relatives. So it's very nice. I had a place for that, and that's very neat. So anyways, yeah, it made me happy. But I came home, rested just for a little bit, and then we watched season 2 of the last of it, of Only Murders in the Building. So we watched a couple episodes last night, and then we watched the rest of that today. So that was fun, interesting, made us laugh. Like I said, there are 5 seasons, so we've watched 2 of them now. So we'll see. Tomorrow is Sunday. I was supposed to go out to lunch with another girlfriend. We're going to see. She's kind of feeling a little scratchy throat. Doesn't know if she's getting sick or not. So she may not want to go out. We're going to clarify tomorrow morning. I told her, well, I'm open this month. We can meet whenever. So we shall see if I go out one more time. It's a busy visiting week this last week, which was fine. It was good. Get out and about and visit with people, friends. That's fun to do. So anyways, it's bedtime. So I will catch it up tomorrow, finish this off, and let you know if I go out to lunch or what else is going on. So have a good night. Happy Sunday. My girlfriend wasn't up for going out today, so instead I'm spending my time making a couple batches of soup, and I will work on my salads. So today I made a white bean and chicken soup. So pot for us, pot for mom. Got my chicken, also for a recipe that I'll be making later this week. And I started my salads the other night. Now I gotta finish them off. Happy Monday! Weekend wrap-up time! So as I had mentioned yesterday, I ended up staying home. I was supposed to meet up with my girlfriend for lunch, but she wasn't really feeling up for it. She had a headache and has been a little run down, which is understandable. Her mom had a stroke a week and a half ago. Has been in the hospital, and I guess she's doing okay. They did get her on the rehab floor by the end of last week, and are just able to do the rehab stuff with her. She's hoping to go home this coming week, and I guess she will still need some ongoing rehab. But so my friend has been busy between her and her siblings of taking care of, going to the hospital to visit mom, make sure she's doing okay, taking care of dad. They are in an independent living apartment. But he also has some neuropathy in his hands, so to help him, to make sure he's got some, food to eat, that he can open up the jars in the house type of thing and whatever. So a lot of extra time being spent that way. And then she still takes care of her granddaughter a couple times a week too, so her life is full. But understandable, she kind of needed a day to herself, just kind of rest and relax and lay low. So that's all right. We've got it planned for another weekend, and take it by ear, see how that goes. Take it day by day, and see how we're doing. So that was all right. So because of that, I ended up staying. Like I said, I was home, and so I made soup for Mom, a batch of soup for Mom, a batch of soup for us. And then I had my salads, which I had started with the lettuce, but only got that far the one night. That was all the energy I had, and it was bedtime. Figured I'd do the vegetables the next day when I was cutting up stuff for the whatever I was doing, like my soups and all that. So that worked out perfectly. So I got the salads kind of finished up, so I have those to eat now for the week. And then my mom had a bracket of one of her drawers break off. And of course these places were built in the 70s, so this is all original hardware and all that, so they can't find this stuff anymore. They don't make it. So Wayne went online, he looked up some stuff, and then yesterday morning he actually even physically went to the hardware store and looked around, couldn't find anything. Thought he found something that might work like online, so he came back home, did some more research, wasn't really finding anything. And so as we talked again and I looked at it, I was saying, well, maybe we could super glue the bracket. There's like a holder, there's a bar that there's a slider wheel on, so obviously the wheel, you know, slides back and forth as the drawer goes in and out, and then there's this bracket in the back, so this whole bar sits in the bracket. The bar is steady, and the drawer that slides in and out on this. So this bracket had broken like in half, so part of it, you know, fell out, but there was still a part of it there. But in this part that fell out, there were some there were like some circle parts in the plastic, so where we could put something. So he found a couple little screws, because I'm like, well, can we glue it to the back? Can we find some little pieces of copper wire or something? Or I don't know. I thought my dad had a staple gun. I'd have to look some more to see if I could find it. Wayne couldn't find it. But if we took a staple, because that's what originally was in there holding the other part up, or these staples, but again, it's teeny tiny, and it's only a piece of like particle board or whatever. And it's not even particle board, it's the thinner, kind of like what you have like on the back of, I don't know, like a desk or a bookshelf, or it's that really thin piece of board that's there. So in order to put any staples, any screws, anything in, we don't want to go through so that it pokes out the other side, and then you're seeing that as you sit in the kitchen or whatever. You don't want it poking out. So he did find a couple small screws that he thought would work, and we had some super glue. So I said, well, let's do it. It's Sunday, because now the week is starting again. He's got work, he'll be busy, and you know, after work you're always tired and stuff, and I'm like, and then, you know, let's just do it, let's get it over with type of. And he's like, all right, let's see if this works. So we went over there, and Mom had her soup right away, which was, you know, nice. I had 2 bowls worth, although 1 bowl for her. She had half of it and she was full, so that was good. So that makes a couple meals for her. And Wayne and I worked in the kitchen. I had to help kind of hold the bracket in place while he tried to get the screws in. And we figured out that. I had to figure out a couple things. We had to use some tape to try to hold it on. I had to try to use the bar because I couldn't get my arm in there between my shoulder and how far back it was. And we're dealing with tiny cabinets on the floor. So we figured it out. And Wayne was able to get the screws in, get the other part connected to the front of the drawer, and that was flush enough, and we got the drawer working. So between the screws that are in there to hold the plastic piece up and the super glue should be able to hold it tacky to the back. That worked, so that was fixed. Yay. And then we visited for a while, so I got home late. And I was like, oh, already even by that point I had no energy. Making the soup, it was like, oh, okay, I'm doing it because I have to, not because I have the energy to. And it was just that day, all day yesterday. I had no energy. I was just at this plateau of, I was waiting for that energy to kick in. Which kind of around 9:30 last night or something, finally it was like, ooh, hey, I feel like, okay, I can do something or other. And I'm like, okay, this is not good because now it's close to bedtime. By 10 o'clock, I'm doing it by 10:30. I'm like, yeah, okay, no, I gotta shut down. Let's head up to bed. But in any case, it was good to have that done. So did that, came home, then I finished up my salads, and then we had dishes to do, and thank goodness Wayne helped me. He even said, he goes, well, when you're ready to do them. He was going to do them in the morning, but then I had gotten up and we actually got to chat with the girls, which was nice. And then we had to, what did we have to do? We had to go. We had other stuff. I guess we were just then going and doing other things because we were home. I think I started making the soup, and he did house cleaning. Because we were gone all day Saturday, we didn't do house cleaning on Saturday. So we did that yesterday. So yeah, it was just a matter of, well, then because I'd made the soups and did salad stuff and all that, there were even more dishes to do. Yeah, so he nicely helped me. He dried, I washed and all that. He's like, man, there are more dishes here than, I'm like, I know. So I really appreciate you helping me dry these, because there are too many for me just to stack up. I do a thing, I get to the point of I do a little bit of housework. He's like, I'll wash the dishes, but then I'm like, I don't feel like drying them. I've done enough. So then I go sit and like I watch a video or two or something, and then I'm like, okay, then I get up and I come in here. I'm like, okay, then I put some stuff away or do whatever. Or I'll dry the dishes and then go sit down for a little bit and watch a video. And then I'm like, okay, then I get up and water my plants, and then go sit for a little bit. Or that's my little spurts of energy of, okay, go do something and then rest and reward myself with a video. And then I go do something else. So happy that today I have energy. Today I woke up and I'm like, okay, I've got my normal amount of energy. So I've already done a few things, because I didn't get the kitchen sink clean yesterday by the time we did dishes. And I'm like, I'm done. It was like 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock at night. It's just like, I'm ready to sit and just relax and just do my thing. And knowing again, I have today. So I was going to make a recipe, but there too, when I was making my soup yesterday, I had 2 onions on the counter. One I had from the week previous, and then one we bought for the dish I was going to make. But I needed an onion for the soup, and I grabbed my 1 onion that was sitting there, and it was all mushy. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's gotta go. So I used the 1 onion for my soup, and now I need another onion. So Wayne will pick that up on the way home tonight. I'll make my casserole dish tomorrow, so that will be good for that. Yeah, so today I was like, all right, I got the sink washed up. I kind of washed down cabinets just because I could. In my feed lately has been this one cleaning video. Well, I watched this one. There's this gal that does cleaning of like hoarders households. So the ones that have all the stuff piled up, and you remove all the stuff, and sometimes like little roaches are running and whatever. Just the sinks are piled full of dishes and like water, standing water, and like moss is growing. And I think because of those, I've watched a few of those and liked them. Well, now I get this little cleaning lady that, that pops up in some of her reels or videos that come. It's actually the little reels. So I watch her, with her little broom scrub or whatever, and scrubbing, the bathroom floor, or, doing the cabinets, going in the kitchen and wiping down the cabinets and this and that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. I'm like, what are you using? I'm like, what are the tools that you use that make the job easier? That, and usually when I do dishes, I wipe down the stove, I wipe down the countertops, might wipe down the microwave, things like that. But I haven't done extras, like with our railings and stuff. I'm like, I think I may have cleaned those once since I've lived here. Like, I know there's finger oils on them, so it's a matter of finding the right tools, the right cleaning products, so, and things like that, and having the time. So again, little things like that, just doing little bits of extra. So yeah, I did a little bit of that today. So I already checked a few things off the list. I got my exercising done, and I got that done. I had a few things on the computer I had to do. So I'm like, I need to finish my update video here and then edit this. Hopefully get out for a walk. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think I also saw in the forecast too, like the southeast is supposed to be getting hit again with some storms. So between Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, maybe Georgia, and moving up and stuff. Maybe getting hit with a lot of winds, maybe tornadoes. So I hope all you guys stay safe. That's good. Otherwise, we're just gonna get, I think, regular rain. It's already March. My jeepers, I feel like the year just began, and it's like it's already March. But that also means spring is coming. We're going to be getting more rains and stuff too. Got a little bit of snow still around, so that should be melting. But it just seems it's going so fast, as per usual. But yeah. So that's it for that. Like I said, for the girls' update. We did get to talk to them yesterday, so that was exciting. I actually got up early enough, which was good, because we talked for, I think, 2.5 hours. So it was midnight. I think midnight is by the time that we were done. I don't think it went past that. I think it was pretty much midnight. And even though they had off, they have off today, Monday for them, it's a Korean holiday. It's their Independence Day. So they don't have school or work, so they had today off, so that was nice. So they're again staying up till midnight. It wasn't too bad. I always feel bad, like Mandy has to go to work the next day. I'm like, she needs her sleep. And Cassie will be starting school on Wednesday. So school starts on Tuesday, but she doesn't have any classes, so Wednesday she'll start. So Tuesday she's going to go to each of the buildings and find her classrooms. She knows where the buildings are, but she hasn't actually gone in physically to find which room she needs to be in. So that's her plan for tomorrow. They're sleeping right now. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 a.m. there. So, other than that, I got some more details on, again, it's easier just to talk than to be typing stuff about as far as Mandy's, the graduation ceremony with the kids, and how she said that went, and that it was good enough. They were all in some back room, all the different kiddos of the different, even the grades. There was a morning ceremony and an afternoon ceremony. So she was there with her morning kids, and had them all good to go. But then they went out and they did their little performance, and then they kind of went back in this room. So I know for me, I thought, you know, for school and all that, we sat in the audience, and then we would go up and perform and then go back in the audience. Mandy said the room wasn't big enough that they had rented for all the parents and the kids, so it was just the parents out there. They got the kids out there, they got them lined up. There was a little bit of a mix-up on the stage of how they put the numbers on the stage. So Mandy said for how they practiced in the gym, and the kids knew which number they had to stand in front of. And then for performance day, the numbers were kind of mixed up. So Mandy's walking out there and she gets like to the end, or kind of where, you know, where she should be standing, and, you know, whatever number. And the girl that was behind her ended up stopping short because that's where her number was, as opposed to standing next to Mandy where she was supposed to be. So that Mandy had to guide them, and they were a little upset about it. They're like, well, you know, she's like, it's okay. Just you stand here, and you stand here, and you stand here. And she felt a little bad too, thinking that, well, the parents are going to think the kids don't know what they're doing, when it was just a little mix up. But the kids did really well. She said she was happy that they actually all sang, because sometimes when they practiced, they didn't sing. So the kids all did a good job. And then back to the room. And then some of them were sad because they wanted to be by their parents and they missed their parents. But then afterwards, the parents came in, and they all had like bouquets for their children and things like that. And they took pictures, and they got, I guess, a group picture with everybody. And so that was all cute and nice. So that went well. And then starting this week, she kind of has new classes. She'll find out for sure tomorrow when she starts. As far as the morning class is still her same morning class, but she only has like the 4 girls so far. The 2 boys either are not coming back, they're going somewhere else or whatever, but she's not going to have the 2 boys. And then in the afternoon, she has like 2 or 3 different groups of kids. So one of her groups that she had is going to be the same. I think it was a group of 4. And I guess they were saying something about, oh, we got a new teacher next week. And Mandy was like, well, actually, you're going to have me again. And she said they all clapped, and they were all like, oh, yay, and they're all happy. And so Mandy was like, oh, that felt good, that, you know, they like her. And then I think the other classes are going to be different kids for her. So like one of the classes is only like an hour long, 40 minutes or something like that. So things that, so these are kids that are older that have already had English for like 3 years. So again, it's more just a vocabulary type class or something. I asked her, she did tell me 3 things there she's teaching them, like grammar, vocabulary, and something else. But, so that should be okay. See how that goes. And what else? Mandy and Cassie got together on Sunday. Mandy came over by Cassie. Cassie took her out to a restaurant that she'd already been at that had some really good dumplings and soup. And then they went to another store, I'm forgetting the name of it, Art Box. It's called Art Box. So they have different artsy things in there and stickers and whatever. And so they like that store. They did that. And then they went to like a clothing store and just looked around. And then it started raining, so they went to another little cafe and they got themselves a drink. I think they got a snack too. But so that was nice. They had another day of hanging out together. So far so good. They're doing well. They're happy. So that makes our hearts happy. Wayne and I were both like, yay, they're doing good. Doing well. So that's it. Other than that, not much going on. I don't have any specific plans for this week, so I think a couple errands I need to run during the week. We'll figure that out. So again, that's nice that I can just pick a day whenever I feel like getting that done. Other than that, yeah, we'll have lunch next Sunday. I have a dental appointment coming up soon, which I'm happy about because my back molar here has just been goofy for a while, and this last couple of weeks it's been a little swollen. So, I think I already have a root canal in that too, so I don't know what they're going to be able to do for it. We'll find out. But that's it. So, other than that, I'm doing well, feeling well. Abdomen's getting a little better. I feel a little bit less pain as I've been rolling over at nighttime. I don't have, like every single time I roll over, I don't have the abdominal pain, so that's been nice. I do feel it sometimes in the daytime when I'm doing stuff. So like washing dishes, if I put pressure on, you know, washing or whatever, I kind of feel the crunch of the ab. I feel a little bit of pain. But other than that, that's been feeling good. My feet have been feeling good. It seems like my right foot is almost maybe even 100% healed. I'm not really feeling the neuropathy there. Left foot's doing okay. Still have it in the toes, still have a little bit of neuropathy and all that, but other than that, shoulders feel like a little bit better. So I'm getting better, slowly but surely. Butt's still chafing when I walk and stuff, and I still get a little stuff going on down there, so that's still healing. Obviously the whole body's still healing, but I'm doing well. Anyways, if you could say some prayers for my girlfriend, her mom, I would appreciate that. As always, I send out prayers to you, light and love. Hope you are all doing well, that you're all healthy. Do something fun today that'll make you smile, and keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.